The Hayes Company asks you to consider our spray foam insulation system for your next home or building project. It's an essential step on the path of energy-efficient building. Spray foam insulation provides drastically reduced energy costs, improved comfort, better sound control, optimal moisture control, and a healthier living space. Allow us to explain these benefits further as we show you some of our projects. The Bowling Building in downtown Kansas City, Missouri is among a number of jobs in our commercial portfolio. One of the reasons spray foam was installed in this job was because of the reduced energy costs for the federal government. What are the obstacles to maintaining energy costs in a conditioned structure? Building science tells us that the first obstacle is convection. This is heat transfer through air movement. It could simply be called air infiltration or air leakage. Air movement is also the primary vehicle for mass transfer in a structure. Mass transfer is heat carried through water vapor. Air is capable of carrying far more energy when it's accompanied by water vapor. Air infiltration has been frequently ignored by the building industry in its role of causing occupant discomfort, energy loss, and degrading building durability with unwanted moisture. In a home, for example, air leaks typically account for a minimum of 30% of energy loss. According to Energy Star, these are the areas where air leaks from a house. Spray foam addresses the highest problem area, which is floors, walls, and ceilings, as well as plumbing penetrations, ducts, and electrical outlets. Our spray foam insulation is a commercially approved air barrier. It has been tested and proven to stop this exact problem. Here is a project for a Kansas City, Missouri church. How did spray foam increase the comfort in this building? By producing a draft-free environment with a uniform temperature throughout the structure. We've talked about convection and mass transfer, but there's another factor called conduction. Conduction is the transfer of heat through material. The term R value is simply resistance to conduction. The measure of insulation quality has usually been based on the numerical value called R value. However, R value only addresses resistance to conduction. It has no bearing on convection, radiation, or mass transfer. Our spray foam insulation has an R value of 3.6 per inch. Is this superior to the R value of other insulations? No. It's equal. But R value can be irrelevant if real-life air infiltration caused by real-life gaps in installation are corrupting the laboratory-tested R value of an insulation product. To maximize comfort, providing a continuous air barrier and insulation seal is extremely critical to the restoration of old leaky buildings. Despite the complexity of the installation, the perfect fit of spray foam guarantees that the R value of 3.6 is accurate in real-life performance. Another high-profile project overlooks Union Station. Spray foam was selected here because air barrier properties allowed the home to have a non-ventilated roof, which avoided unsightly ventilating methods. Spray foam insulation gives architects and builders design flexibility without compromising air quality, health, and energy efficiency. The second reason that foam was chosen for this project was its ability to reduce airborne noise. Foam insulation provides better sound control because reduction of airborne noise is a major factor in sound control. This effect can be observed in the noise change experienced when you crack a window in a car. Spray foam provides optimal moisture control. Condensation is one of the causes of moisture. This is the reason spray foam insulation was selected at the Fort Riley, Kansas home of the Big Red 1 Infantry. Foam was used in order to prevent warm, moist air from hitting the cold limestone surface and condensing. Our open-cell spray foam prevents water vapor from coming through, but allows actual water to wick through without damaging the foam. This allows problems due to water leaks to be identified and addressed before rotting and mold can occur. Healthier indoor air. The Hayes Company installed spray foam insulation in the Kansas City Health House. Why was it selected here? Number one, because of its healthy design. The finished product has no off-gassing and no dangerous chemicals of any kind. Number 2, because of its ability to effectively keep out allergens and dust. And number 3, because of its aid to moisture control, which helps prevent mold. Despite all of the great benefits spray foam has to offer, none of them are available without the right company to properly apply the insulation. The excellence of the product will not do you any good if it's poorly installed. With the Hayes Company and our spray foam insulation, more than ever before, an insulation job can be completed with 99.9% of the target part of the building envelope sealed. But this requires an experienced team of professionals. These professionals must be conscientious and detailed. Here's just one example. Spray foams adhere very well to all surfaces. Therefore, it is extremely important we take tedious precautions to protect your exposed surfaces. Typically, windows, doors, and masonry work must be covered to prevent from being sprayed along with the wall cavities. In this house, notice the perfect fit of the insulation in the barrel ceiling. The Hayes Company has been leaders in energy efficiency and insulation since 1978. Our technicians have been spraying foam since 1994. We have a level of competence and experience unmatched in the Kansas City area. Whether your job calls for an open cell or closed cell foam, we can meet the demands of your project. When you choose the Hayes Company to do your spray foam project, you get a company with a proven track record of integrity, consistent and helpful communication, and individual attention. At the Hayes Company, we will continue to earn your trust with great results.